and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
Now they fake the jet sweep there and a run instead with Harris.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Pickett back to throw.
And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
The Steelers send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate.
They'll be looking to get in the end zone. As you see last drive on 4 carries. And during the break, we were looking at some of the replays from the previous drive. Really good holes created, great space.
Yeah, I like the observation you had, though, during that break about, okay, they've got to do something to slow down their runners. So is it bringing in more defensive linemen? Is it dropping in extra linebackers? What are you going to do? Personally, I'm going to take my safety and drop him into the box. I'm going to have at least 7 in there until he shows that he can beat me through the air.
Yeah.
I've got to slow down the running.
I was just going to say, you'll take the exposure in the passing game over the top until you can prove that you can stop the running game.
Sometimes you go cold because you haven't thrown it in a while. Let's see if he can heat up again.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. 13. Garoppolo now. And the catch made by Johnson.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And just shedding him off there. Still staying on his feet. Are you serious?
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This offense, number 1 in the NFL in picking up first downs, and their run game got him another one there.
A really good stat to lead the league in, isn't it? Because if you keep picking up first downs, sustaining drives, that means you're controlling the football, controlling the clock, and letting your defense rest on the sidelines.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39.
Jacobs will cross the line. He's in. Touchdown, Raiders. So how about the season, Charles, that he continues to put together? That's now 25 rushing touchdowns on the year. That's getting into some very rarefied territory.
Yeah, it made you and I do a little extra homework prior to this one in anticipation because that one moves him past John Riggins with 24. He draws even with Emmitt Smith at 25 in 1995. Next up, Priest Holmes and Sean Alexander with 27. And the guy on top, LT, LaDainian Tomlinson, the Hall of Famer, he had 28 in 2006.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback.
The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs.
At their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Pickett. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Pickett right back to the air again. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
2nd and 10.
They hand this off to Harris. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Oh, it's intercepted. They got Pickett for the 3rd time in this game. And the Raiders are going to take over here up near the 40. Oh, my goodness, CD. I mean, this defense just continuing to dominate. They're really dominating on both sides of the ball. But for the defense, that's now 3 interceptions for them here in this ball game.
And what a great teaching tape for this defensive coordinator, right? When they go back and review this game. So he preaches to his team, we're going to lead the league in effort. Well, they're doing that in this game as well as making big plays.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas 1st down. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Well, fans expect these primetime slots to deliver some of the best games each week. And, well, one team has certainly followed through with that tonight. Just an absolute clinic, Charles, on offense here. And they don't seem to be done trying to drive that football.
Yeah, and continue your theme about one team enjoying it. One fan base is enjoying it as well. The other fan base, they might disagree with what they've seen. But the one that's winning, they're certainly getting their money's worth.
Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs from 17 yards out.
And the Raiders are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback.
And the Steelers set to take the field.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
picked off by David Long. Inside the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback.
Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You'd have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here.
Abdullah to return.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over.
The Raiders have the ball back, and here comes Davante Adams to the field again.
And now he's inching closer to a 200-yard game. He's been so solid.
And he's really denting the pride of the guys playing defense, too, because there's certain barriers that you just don't want to give up. Never want to give up a 100-yard rusher, a 100-yard receiver. He's closing in on 200 yards. Wow, that's a really big game. Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
This to Jacobs on the toss right. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
Here's Jacobs.
And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown.
Josh Jacobs
punching it in from a yard away.
And the Raiders add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback.
The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Meanwhile, Pickett's throw completes a Freiermuth.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
And there's a completion to the tight end, and look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first.
They'll throw again with Pickett. Setting up the screen, Harris.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
2nd and 14. Now Pickett.
Buying time, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked up by Nate Hobbs.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Carlson on for the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback.
Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
He gets this one to Johnson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Back to throw, Pickett.
It's brought in by Harris. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away.
And here comes Abdullah on the return.
So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10.
Out comes Devontae Adams in the offense for their next drive. And he is just 1 reception away from 10 in this game. I don't know what they need to do defensively, but something has to be altered, does it not?
I know that whenever we tried to cover a person who's had...
And now off to the races, down the right side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of the
one involved on offense pretty happy.
Touchdown Raiders! Devontae Adams, an 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Raiders just continue to roll.
Carlson now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive.
And Devontae Adams able to finish things with a touchdown reception.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback.
And now out come the Steelers.
Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs.
At their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And he couldn't get that one to his man. Short of him, it's low and incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Pickett. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Flushed out right. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. It's taken to the 26. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. Marching back onto the field now, Davante Adams and company getting set to go. He's been almost impossible to bottle up. You see that number 10 on your screen, a big reason why they have the lead.
One of the guys that's being featured in this game and making sure that he's targeted because they do trust him with the ball. That's why they go back to him time and time again.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Here we go.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And Jacobs is going to have a Raiders 1st down as he'll get this down to the 23.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
A 1st down run with Jacobs going to be well read defensively as they'll stop him for a loss of a couple.
Here we go.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Once again, it's Jacobs. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
So off is Garoppolo, and in comes Daniel Carlson for the Raider field goal.
The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Pickett leads his Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs.
At their 25-yard line.
Out of the gun, he'll throw.
Throw left side complete. That's Robinson. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
Throw left side going to be taken in by Harris. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Pickett will look to throw it here. That's caught downfield by Pickens. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A good pickup there, a 22.
Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now, but as you've mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not...
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yes.
So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the officials saw, as this play will stand as is. Here's Pickett.
Caught out left Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
Pickett now on first down.
This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up second down.
Brings up second and 5 at the 17-yard line.
Looking to throw, Pickett.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him, but after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Pickett back to throw.
He finds his man Johnson. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
So Pickett is off to the sideline, and Chris Boswell is on for the Steeler field goal try.
From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
Here we go.
They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there's no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite.
Never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. 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 I ain't got it, but they hands to the ceiling. I ain't palm reading, but I got them in they feelings, yeah. Ain't vanilla ice, but I'm iced out chillin'. Was the good guy till they made me the villain. Was gonna get a room, but they gave me a villa. I got Game Sports Center. 20 bands for the dinner. 20 dips in a Sprinter. What's a two-up? Never been afraid to play my cards. What's a risk to a winner? Barely hang out with these days. What's a lame to a real one? Never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. 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 Never turn my back on my guys when they need me. Got it.
It's week 3 of the NFL, and this one features Josh Jacobs. He couldn't have been better last week. Simply an incredible rushing performance. It's the Raiders and the Steelers on Sunday night.
Now from a field that will host Super Bowl 58 come February, there's a good look.
Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field.
They'll be led out by the veteran in his 10th NFL campaign, Jimmy Garoppolo.
Now, he wasn't playing that last game right here on earth, was he? I mean, there's just no way. I mean, that performance, that number of times getting the ball into the end zone, throwing it.
No interceptions,
No
too.
interceptions, took care of it. Yeah, he was a little otherworldly in his last performance.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
You look at this Steeler defense.
And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently second best in the NFL.
Yeah, this has been a good defense, but they're going to have to really prove it in this one because guess what? They're facing the #1 passing offense in the NFL. It's definitely a prove it day for them.
Give them a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. He's to the 15. And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 52 yards.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. First and goal.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
Here we go.
Jacobs again. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Flush to his right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 16th touchdown of the year.
And the Raiders put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback.
So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time.
They're led out by the second-year pro out of Pitt, looking for a big jump in year 2. Kenny Pickett.
Pickett didn't quite lead Pittsburgh to the promised land in his first season as the hometown kid and franchise quarterback, but he did impress once he got on the field. Winning 7 games helped keep the vaunted streak of non-losing seasons alive in the Steel City.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Pickett.
And the Raiders have got him. Jerry Tillery has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack.
Back to throw here.
And that's going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
That's taken it around the 40. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Here we go.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first.
Running the toss here to Jacobs. There's a nice move. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And this is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Garoppolo to try again on second down. To the right side, here's Mayer. Touchdown! Michael Mayer, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Raiders lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. They find themselves in a good-size hole here, and a good-size hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Now the third-year man, Najee Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. 16 carries, 85 yards, and a touchdown.
Nice solid showing from him last week. Didn't blow the roof off with his numbers, but certainly had a quality day and produced when called upon.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. You look at this Raiders defense. They've been excellent against the pass. The number 6 unit in the NFL.
When you're getting ready to face the number 1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Now Pickett will look to pass it. That's caught. Allen Robinson. Well, this defense for the Raiders, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. Haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe it.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything to hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now brings up fourth down. Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Raiders offense ready to go. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing to the brink, aren't they, partner? They're almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. 82 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs. That's his 18th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Raiders take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel, oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with his 19th touchdown, his second of the game. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it is 28-0. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback. The Steelers ready for their next possession. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Here's Pickett on second down.
Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Here's 3rd and 6. Back to throw, Pickett. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line. Harris running straight ahead, and he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun, here's Pickett.
And this is going to be incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 129 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. He was a 2nd-round pick. Many scouts thought he could have gone higher than that.
And I was one of them. Even though I don't scout for any particular team, I had a 1st-round grade on him. And frankly, I'm surprised he lasted to the 2nd round. They got a steal with this player.
And you take a look at this draft class from a season ago, really it grades out as a pretty darn good class.
So you have to give a lot of credit to the entire scouting organization. General manager, personnel department, college scouts, all came together. They evaluated it very well and got a nice pick.
Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. First reception for him. And remember, he leads the NFL in that category here in this first month. Also has a 1st down. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, I'd say we're well past the time that we're trying to work out the kinks of the season, aren't we? We're already into week 3, and he's looking really, really strong. Already has won an AFC Player of the Week award.
Yeah, did that a week ago in week 2 with runs like that and then some. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs
with career touchdown number 60. And the Raiders open the lead up to 34-0. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes this 35-0 now. So plenty of fireworks here early. 35-0 now as the kick is away. Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. They've got to be absolutely reeling right now. Couldn't have expected to be down this big this early. But that's the spot they're in as they come up to try again here. Pickett to throw on first down. A short one there to Freiermuth. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Here's 2nd and 10. Off play action. Pickett. Throw left side, taken in by Washington. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. On the give, this is Harris. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Nice job there on the tackle, keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of play.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. Going across the formation, he finds Fryer. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. Here's Pickett. Complete to Washington. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Harris will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Warren. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Pickett now from the gun here. Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Steelers are able to claw one back. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Garoppolo.
A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. That is caught. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 34-yard line. On first down, Garoppolo. That's caught by Myers. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Now a timeout called for. Offense. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here.
As they come up now, 2nd and goal.
They'll try again. And this time he will get in. Touchdown Raiders.
What a luxury it is to be able to call a bowling ball like Josh Jacobs down near the goal line. 5'10", 220 pounds, and he's not afraid to get in there and get the tough yards. He finishes off this drive with a touchdown run.